Okay, we are going to do some balancing today. Alright, so first we're going to do this one here, number 10. Now, the easiest way to do balancing is to make a chart on the bottom. Okay, now, I usually like to make the chart directly below the arrow. Okay, so first we are going to put all the different elements that we see on in the equation. So first one is C. Then we have H. Then we have O. And that's it. Okay, all the other ones, there's another O, there's another C, and another O, and another H, and another O. So all we have, the only actual elements we have is C, H, and O. So now we're going to count how many are on each side. So on the left side, we have 2 C's, and on the right side, we have 1 C. So I'm going to do 2 and 1. That's not a very good one. All right, now on the left side, H's, we have 5 here, 5 here, and then we have another one here. Okay, so we got to add both of those together. So that's 6 total. And then over here, we just have 2. Okay. All right, next we have O's. Now we have 1 here and 2 here, so that's 3 total. And over here, we have 2 and 1, so that's, again, 3 total. Okay. Now, we are just going to pick whichever one of our elements we want to balance first. Now, obviously, it's not O's because O's are balanced. There's 3 on the left side and there's 3 on the right side. So we're not going to balance O's because they're already balanced. So let's pick C's. Okay, we have 2 C's on the left, 1 C on the right. So let's balance that. Now, in order to balance that, we need to put a 2 in front of that C so that now there are 2 C's on the right and there are 2 C's on the left. So C's are good. Now, that 2 did not just change the C's, though. That 2 also affected the O's. So since that 2 is there and there are already 2 O's here, I'm going to erase some of these things because it's starting to get crazy and hard to see. All right, now since there's already 2 O's there, and there's that 2 coefficient in front of that 2, that means there's a total of 4 O's right here. Okay. Now we also still have this 1 O, so that means on the right side we have a total of 5 O's. Okay. So now our carbons are balanced, but that unbalanced are oxygens. Okay. Now, since oxygen over here is by itself, we're actually going to save balancing oxygen for last. Usually when you only have one thing, then it's easier to save it to balance last. Okay, so instead of balancing O's, we're going to balance the H's. On the left side, we have 6 H's. On the right side, we have 2 H's. So in order to balance that, we are going to put a 3 in front of, whoops, didn't mean to draw that, a 3 in front of the H here. Now, that 3 multiplied by the 2 subscript, that means we have 6 H's. Okay, so now we change that to 6. Now our H's are balanced. Hooray. All right, now, last but not least, and also, actually, I'm sorry, that 3, again, doesn't just change the H, it also, again, changes the O. So now we have 3 O's right here, and we still have 4 O's over here. So that means we have 7 O's total. Okay. Now, over here, we have 2 O's here, and we have 1 O here. So we have 3 total. Okay. So how do we get that to 6? I'm sorry, 7. We are going to put a 3 in front of that O. So we have 6 O's right here, and then we still have that 1 O here. So that means we have a total of 7 O's. Okay, there we go. Now, we are fully balanced. We have 2 C's, 2 C's, 6 H's, 6 H's, 7 O's, 7 O's. So this is our final answer for our balanced equation and coefficients. Now, if you want, you can just leave this spot right here blank, or you can put a 1. Either way, doesn't really matter, okay? All right, so let's, whoops, try to figure out how to, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to do this one, number 13. All right, now, this one's a little tricky. Okay, now we're same situation. We're going to draw our chart on the bottom underneath the arrow. So we have C's, we have H's, and we have O's. Okay, so 2 C's on the left, 1 C on the right, 6 H's on the left, 2 H's on the right, 2 O's on the left, and 3 O's on the right, because you have 2 here and 1 here. Okay, so let's first balance the C's. Okay, so on the left we have 2, on the right we have 1. Okay, so let's put a 2 here, and now we have 2 C's. Now that 2 also changes the O's, so we now have 5 O's. Okay. Now let's balance the H's. We have 6 on the left, 2 on the right. So if we put a 3 here, okay, that means we now have 6 H's, and that changes our O's to 7. Okay, now in the last one, we had a very similar situation to this. We had 7 O's on the right and 2 O's on the left. Or, I'm sorry, we had 3 O's on the left before. And the problem here is, since we only have O in one spot and there's a 2 coefficient, there's no way that we can just equalize this 2 oxygen to get 7 oxygens to balance that out. So what we have to do, since this is an odd number here, we want to get rid of that odd number. Okay, odd numbers generally are bad in balancing. So what we're going to do, we're just going to double everything. Okay, so we're going to put a 2 in that first spot. So now we have 4 C's and 12 H's. Okay, now what that's going to do, that's going to change all of our stuff over here. Okay, so I'm just going to erase this. Okay, so now we have 4 C's, so let's put a 4 here. And that's going to give us 4 C's and 8, 9 O's. Okay, so C's are good now. Now we have 12 H's, so we're going to need a 6 in front of the H. That looks more like a G. There we go, 6. So now we have 12 H's. And so now we have 8 O's here and 6 O's here. Okay, so that means we have 14 total O's. Okay, so now C's are balanced, H's are balanced, and we have 14 O's. So now, since 14 is an even number, we can just put a 7 right there, and that will change our total O's on the left to 7. So now we have a balanced equation. So our final coefficients are 2, 7, 4, 6. Hooray. Now, the more you do this, the easier it will get, and the less you will actually have to do this whole situation down here. Okay, you do not have to do this chart. Okay, that's just kind of to help you out if you need it. Eventually, if you continue to practice balancing, you will stop needing the chart. You'll just be able to kind of visualize how many of each atom there are on each side. Okay, and then the more you can do that, the faster you'll be able to get through. All right, that's all we got. Whoops.